Travis Wayne Goodsell. I've seen another video. This time it's a bot video talking about the James Huntsman lawsuit against the church in regards to the mishandling of tithing funds. Notice I say funds, not donations. There are 11 blessings that I've so far counted. Found another one today, I guess, because I thought I had 10 previously. 11 blessings of paying your tithing. And these blessings, trying to find the scripture for you, I'll read Malachi first, I guess. It says, let's see, where will a man rob God? This is the previous passage. Verse 8. Will a man rob God? Yet ye have robbed me. But ye say, wherein have we robbed thee? In tithes and offerings. Notice the separation there. Ye are cursed with a curse, for ye have robbed me, even this whole nation. Bring me all the tithes, not the offerings, into the storehouse. What's a storehouse? It's the very same thing that the bishop's storehouses are. There were storage warehouses for grain and food that had been produced from grain and other such seeds. And it was to be given to the poor. Different from a business that would sell it. So Joseph in Egypt recommends to Pharaoh from Pharaoh's dream that he build storehouses to stock up for the famine that's coming. And then when the famine came, they had grain to sell to people. So there's the difference. That there may be meat in mine house, and prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven. That's where the church got the video title for Lorenzo Snow's talk in St. George in 1899. And pour you out a blessing that there shall not be room enough to receive it. There's where the blessings of paying tithing come from. There's actually only one, but the church does not go over that. You prosper for paying your tithing, or you're supposed to. So, the 11 blessings are: you are allowed to become a Mormon, assuming you pass the interview questions. Not just tithing. You can hold ward and stake callings and advance up in rank to become a prophet one day. You can be ordained to the priesthood and advance in rank in the priesthood. And thus, a prophet one day. You can be employed with the church. The church now hires from within their membership, specifically so that they can keep others out. And as a result, they ensure this by making sure you have a temple recommend current and active in the church. You can participate in the rituals, not just baptism upon becoming a member, but the other temple rituals as well. You can serve a mission. You have to pay your tithing in order to serve a mission. You can perform rituals, temple rituals, and the baptism for the dead for your ancestors. The genealogy portion of it. You can be sealed to a spouse. And with the performing of rituals, you can see who's had their work done on the genealogy. Otherwise, you don't get that information accessible to you. So that's something that needs to be brought out. And so, yeah, did I mention you can be sealed to a spouse for time and all eternity in the temple? You are protected with fire insurance. From Malachi, in chapter 3, it goes over tithing, but then in chapter 4, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Therefore, ye pay your tithing as fire insurance, so that you don't get burned in the last day. In October 2019, Nelson went over the temple worthiness questions and said that it was essential in order to see the Lord for the second coming. And so, having seen that video, to be reminded, to remind then everybody else, yes, you cannot see the Lord for the second coming if you are not fully paved in tithes. And last but not least, you get to be exalted in the highest degree of the celestial kingdom. Without paying your tithing, you don't go. That's the 11 blessings of paying your tithing. Let's talk about protection rackets. Protection racket is a scheme, so a crime, where a potentially hazardous group guarantees protection from violence, looting, raiding, piracy, burning of the latter days, and other such threats posed by them outside the sanction of the law. It's a church. Or other entities and groups that pay to them cash or kind. In other words, it is a racket, a crime, in which groups sell security, and traditionally physical security. And so it's very similar, indistinguishable in practice, according to the definition here, from an extortion racket. You can't be exalted unless you pay up. You can't be protected from burning if you don't pay up. But it's not like a private security company that you hire specifically to protect you. That's different. Because the private security company don't threaten you with punishments if you don't pay them for their security. They will quickly lose their license to practice and be shut down and locked up if you do that. And so that's the difference. And typically your crime organizations do this kind of thing. Your mafias are well known for this. And there have been the RICO Act law that's supposed to be designed to protect people from such a protection racket. And so Lorenzo Snow was the one who instituted the current practice of tithing. It was to get the church out of debt after the Edmunds-Tucker Act. The church had to rent back the property that they could to try to keep the church going, because the church was disincorporated for the practice of polygamy and other rebellions against the United States. So tithing is not a charitable contribution or a voluntary donation. It just isn't. It's a protection extortion racket.